How's it going? It's Benjamin J. Perry, and this is take 2 because I ended up sneezing like 5 times, and nobody wants to hear that. And it sounds like I'm exercising a demon every time I do sneeze. But today's topic, I want to talk about risk. Why are so many people averse to risk? Now, there's calculated risk, and then there's a gambling sort of risk that doesn't take into account any other option, any other factors. But for the most part, in my experience, there's not a lot of people that want to risk something. They don't like to put their skin in the game. And they like the comfort and security of either where they are or their fears get ahead of them. Usually irrational fears that would never come true. But it's been my experience that those who take risks are not reckless. That those who avoid risks are reckless. You see, when I joined the Navy, that was a huge risk for me. In fact, I had never thought about joining the military, and so I was scared shitless, and I did everything I could to research what I could about boot camp and what to expect and going into it. And while I was going through boot camp, I ended up they make you go through jump off this high diving tower. Obviously, it's the Navy. And I remember being in this long line of people and just looking up at the diving board. Now, I've always avoided the diving board. I can swim, but I can't tread water. And so that really got to me. And that's really deep over there. And I freaked. Halfway through getting to the diving board, I caught out a line and I went over to the little kiddie pool full of the people that couldn't swim. And for weeks I had to go and get swimming lessons from Navy divers that weren't happy that they had to babysit me and teach me how to swim. I'm sure they were doing their job, but they were dicks. But in the end, it really just took me sacking up and going up on that diving board and finally jumping off. And you know what happened? As soon as I did jump off, I hit the water, went in, came back up, and I swam perfectly fine to the other end. Yes, that was a risk to me, but the payoff was so worth it. So, taking risks. Taking risks is actually a natural part of life. Why wouldn't you take risks? Why wouldn't you go out there and do something different? Risk the security that you think that you have, because it's all an illusion anyway, right? And there's no decision that I have come across that, I wouldn't say no, but there's very few decisions that you make that you can't change your mind on. You take a risk, go for it, and then move on with your life. If not, you're going to be stuck in your head until you actually do take that risk. Or you'll die, as Thoreau said, having lived a life of quiet desperation. Don't let that be you. This is Benjamin J. Perry, and I'll talk to you guys later.